Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know, closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
Okay, I think I've done everything. Hello and welcome to the first show of 2026. And it's a new show in a new place. I wasn't sure if we were going to get it done, but we managed to just today to move all the, I guess, the equipment and all the things that we need in order for this show to go on air. And I brought it. We hauled it in from the store, and Dave's in here just to make sure everything's going to go smoothly for us. And I have an announcement to make. We have a new little person in our lives here at the Huber household. So Dave's just going to bring her to me for a little bit. Oh, come here, Sophie. I want you all to meet little Sophie. Are you going to say hi, Sophie? She's like, no. She's like, Mom, I just want to be with you. Oh, she missed me so much. Hi, Sophie. Oh, she's showing. Dave's trying to get her to look your way. She's just curled right in. She's like, I'm going to have none of this. But she'll get a little more friendly. She's only been here for a couple of days, so she's very much about clingy because we've been spending all our time together, her and I. And she just had a bunch of time with Dave for the first time, and I'm sure she's like, Mom, you abandoned me. Here we go. What's that? Is that a little crumb of something? What's that? So this is little Sophie. We're very, very happy to have her in our family. Of course, we've got Roxy that's getting to know her too, and we're taking our time there because Roxy's been the baby of the family. Anyway, oh, she is just like pushing into my neck. She's like, I'm not letting you, her claws are dug in. Oh, anyway, I guess we've got a show to do, right? Here we go. I'm going to hand her back. I'm sorry, Sophie. Oh, she's like, no. Here, oh, this is like a parent leaving a baby at preschool. Sorry, Sophie. Dad's going to take very good care of you. You're going to be fine. Hey, B, Happy New Year. Thank you. Same to you. I hope you got to see the little one there. Thank you, honey. So I'm literally at my house doing the show from now on. And B, aren't you excited about that? I know. There's been several listeners that have reached out saying that they never liked me going home at night in the dark after a show, because it was around 11 o'clock, when I would be leaving the store after I wrapped up everything on the show. And so, yeah, downtown's not the same as what it used to be. So anyway, everyone can relax and rest. I guess now I'll be making the mad dash to go home so I can do the show from my house. So it's very, early days in here. We just literally picked a room where we had enough square footage that I could stick a table in here and a computer. So we're going to get there. It'll probably keep changing the background until I'm completely satisfied with how it looks. And I think the sound is probably different for you guys too. And David was saying that we probably need a little bit more on the walls just to buffer and to help soak it in and it doesn't echo as much. So let me know what you think of the sound as well. I'd love to hear from you. It feels so strange to be talking to everyone because I'm still on my holidays. I'm midway through. I took a week off, or actually 10 days off, because January 1st through to the 11th. The 11th I'll reopen on the Monday or Tuesday, I think it is. So it feels weird. Today was really like, come on, Claudette, you got to get your head in the game. And all I keep thinking is like, I'm really enjoying sitting on my couch right now and putzing in the house and doing laundry when I feel like it. So, oh, you love it? Good, B. I'm glad. There we go. Well, it looks like it's just you and I, B. It's a quiet night. I'm sure there's others listening and I just can't see them. So today, our show, we're going to end up doing, reading all the sun signs. Oh yeah, I can see viewers, of course. There'll be sun signs. So we're going to go through our new astrology calendar that Llewellyn puts out. And I'll read everybody's sun signs. If there's time, I'll pull cards. I usually don't end up having time on this when we're doing our astrology readings for everyone, because by the time you get through all of the signs, the show's just about done. So we're just going to leave that be, and if we get there, we get there. I know, Corey, you will work it all out. Yes, we will. Wow, it's been a lot. It's funny. I was wavering back and forth about getting going to get Sophie and adding her to our family, and I was really nervous because I feel like in a lot of ways my life is like so overwhelming. There's so many, I'm almost there, gotta finish this, gotta finish that. And I thought, where can I fit a new puppy into my life? And yet I feel like I got to witness two incidences during the holiday season where someone was given something new, like a new responsibility, and they didn't feel like they could do it. And I felt like it was really strange that I got to witness those experiences and see the people navigating through it. And everybody is doing exactly what they need to do for themselves. But I realized that it's just like having a baby. Most of the time, we've never planned to have a baby, right? That like for first-time parents, that first baby just kind of all of a sudden you're like, holy cow, here we are. We're going to be having a baby. So, and then you're just thrust in adjusting mentally to it. And yet you ask any parent and they would say, it's the best thing that ever happened to me, right? Like I wouldn't trade it for anything. Hey, Kathy, you made it. Are you safe? You made it to Valley View? That's not right. White Court, I think, is where you're at. And thank you for doing that favor for me, Kathy. I really appreciate it. So anyhow, I realized for me, little Sophie is a gift, and she's just part of all of my new beginnings. And so it is a lot to have a little puppy, but she's also very calming and she's relaxing me and she's helping me just as much as I'm helping her. And I really feel like she's meant to be in our family. So I'm excited to have her and we're very blessed. So today's show, let me just... White court. Yeah, sorry about that. Kathy was like saying, it's white court. I know. So add to stage. I'm going to add the camera here. And this seems to be our best view. Ooh, what do you think? The card I pulled, how fitting is it? It is tell a new story. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm going to be telling a news story. Many news stories. I can't believe how excited I am for my new beginnings. And yet I know there's a whole lot of busyness coming up where I'm tying up loose ends. I'm finishing things. I've really got to execute. I don't know how you're all feeling, but I still feel like that snake isn't quite finished yet. And we're nearly there shedding everything that needs to be shed before that horse races in. And I don't know about you, but I want to be ready when that horse starts taking off. I've got a lot of ideas percolating in, and I think that I'm going to need some rest and respite. And once I come out of that, it's just going to be so much fun to see where we go. Don't ever worry. Like I have no intentions on slowing down with the podcast. That'll be every Wednesday, so you'll get to follow me as I evolve and do new things. But today's card, and I've got it, I think you can see it really well there. I like that view. Tell a new story. I'm definitely going to be telling a new story, and I think many of you will be telling a new story. It's just part of that new year, and it's so funny that this is the card we pulled. And it's card number 22, which is very significant too. It's kind of like the builder number, the manifestation, anything you're manifesting. 22, when you see that number, you are really on fire and you have the ability to be putting things that are in your mind, like percolating ideas into reality. So I love this for everyone because, again, this is a brand new year, and I'm sure we're all got different ideas of what that looks like for us, what's going to transpire, what we're going to build, what we're going to end. And this number 22 is so auspicious for everyone listening because this is saying, dream it, just like when I talk about, right? Anything that I've really wanted to bring into my life, I start imagining what it looks like. So I want to encourage everybody to start imagining what that looks like. Imagine getting in your vehicle and going to that location. Imagine what you'd be wearing when you go to this new location or do what you're doing, you want to be doing. Oh, I feel your excitement. I'm ready to move forward. Thanks, B. Same, I know, right? I do feel excited. It was so nostalgic when I walked into the shop because I haven't been there now since... I locked the doors on the 31st, December 31st. And so I haven't been back till today. And walking in, I so felt how this is not me anymore. Like it's absolutely me in one way, but I could see like this is a chapter that's ending. I really truly believe there's going to be beautiful people standing behind the counter and serving you. But it's not going to be me when it changes hands. And I think it will. I really feel confident it's going to change hands. You know, I've been really thinking about that too. And I know that that's why it's taking so long because everything is percolating and moving and adjusting and there are other people that are going to come into this scenario too, right? The people that are going to buy the store. So everything has to come to that exact right spot. Hey, Rhonda, welcome, my friend. So I feel like I was just thinking like maybe someone's going to end up buying the store, but our Buddha won't be part of that store anymore. Like it won't be Happy on Main, but someone could buy the store without Happy on Main being the name. I feel like most people would want the name and the logo, but it's just another option out there for someone that's contemplating taking on this new business as theirs. They could just continue their business name, hop onto the train and take it to its next level, right? So I don't know what that's going to look like for the future. I'm excited for whoever is going to jump on that train and take it to the next level. So let's read about this. Tell a new story. Oh, before I forget, you know what I have to do? I have to go in and grab the link. Where's my StreamYard? Here it is. So I'm going to post in the chat the link to the creator of Dream Song over here. The lady who is the poet for this deck has given us permission to use her deck. We just have to post in the comments a link to her site as well, because I have this built so we could have this showing when I'm talking. So there you'll see on the screen as well, ANGI SULLINS, author of Dream Song Oracle, and it shows some ways where you can find her if you want to learn more about other products that she's made. She also teaches classes. She's so whimsy and deep. I don't know how you could put those two words together, but when I see her, she's so expressive and free with her thoughts, and yet they're very deep thoughts. And then she just her way and the way she dresses and everything, you just see she operates in a world that is her world, not according to the mundane, regular, you should wear this because everybody else wears that. Do you know what I mean? I love seeing authenticity, and she's one. So here we go. We've got that, and we're going to read Tell a New Story. What does this card mean? You are made of wings and wonder, starlight and stories. I can see in the picture down there, there's a book. Do you see it? I wonder, I'm just going to lift it up for a minute because for me, I can see the comments are there. Do you see how she's got that? Yeah, she's got a book. And of course, a bird again, right? So symbolic. Her hair is fiery red. I feel like that's a brave heart, someone ready for a grand adventure. Says, tell a new story. She is ready to go. Her tree is in full bloom. When I'm even going to take my glasses off because that's what I have to do all the time. But I almost feel like inside the book, when you look at it, yes, it's a bird. There's a bird at the bottom of the tree. Oh my gosh, there's so much work in this. Let's see if I can bring this up for you to see. Okay, this way and up. And maybe just a little further. It'd be really, you'd have to zoom right in. But right here, inside her book, there's the girl that's in the main picture here. She's inside the book on that page. And she's looking down. It's exactly like a mirror image of what we're seeing in the card, to be truthful. That's real cool. So she's looking at this and she's ready. She's decked out, ready to go. I feel like she's learned a lot. I see here she's got like this black, like beautiful detailed collar. And to me, it shows protection. It shows someone that is ready to talk, able to say what needs to be said. And she's saying it from a place of grace, of peace, and of authority. You know, another thought that came to me today was this thought about, I think there's I think people are sometimes, I'm watching and knitting. Wonderful, Janice. I'm so glad you joined us. I hope you got to see little Sophie there. She's getting to know David today. And I know she's missing me greatly. So after the show, I'll be definitely giving her some cuddles and give her some reassurance. But I want to go back to the topic about love. Like, I feel like sometimes love can get misused, misinterpreted, and abused. And when I say that, it means like, it's like this, it's this being so malleable, so accommodating to everybody that you're not even true to yourself. You're so worried about, well, I should turn the other cheek. I should be kind. Yeah, but kind and loving someone, they can be two very different things. I feel like it needs to be said, you are betraying yourself by letting bad behaviors or boundaries being crossed. Maybe someone does something that you've told them before in a moment of, where it was safe to say it. They received it and you said, that really bothers me when you do that. And yet they do it again and they do it again. And you're like, well, I'm going to show compassion and love. And no, yes, you can still show compassion and love, but that doesn't mean that you have to stay in that relationship to continue to have those kinds of infractions against you. Because you know what I'm getting? Where did we decide their comfort and their feeling of belonging and being loved was more important than our comfort and our feeling of being loved and belonged? Right? I know, it feels so weird. We feel like we'd be mean to someone if we said or ended a friendship because it's not safe for you. It's not reciprocal. It's not they're not respecting you. But yet you're not even respecting yourself when you stay in that relationship. And it makes me want to cry inside. Like, I feel so much sorrow for how much that we give up about ourselves and our worth because we're worried about rocking the boat. We're worried about having a confrontation with someone. We're not even willing to stand up for ourselves. And even standing up for ourselves doesn't mean like we have to have like a face-to-face confrontation. Standing up for ourselves can simply be a quiet, slow pulling away. You can love them from a distance. It's just they're not going to be sitting at your table anymore. And I think that that's really important for some people tonight to hear. And whenever you do listen to this, I want you to think every time that you're compromising yourself with someone in your life, I want you to I'd really love to encourage you to stop in that moment and to say, am I being truthful to myself? Am I protecting me? Am I protecting the little girl in me or the little boy in me? I think we've really forgotten what healthy boundaries are and how to protect us. We've stopped protecting ourselves. We just let people in our lives that are unhealthy for us out of fear, out of obligation. And who's looking out for you? Who's looking out for you? You need to look out for you. Nobody else is going to look out for you the way you would. So that's all goes back into the mirror work and just learning to love yourself enough to stand up for yourself. All right, so let's keep reading. Notice your shoulders drop. Telling yourself a story of empowerment will bring a surge of energy. Notice how your shoulders drop. Your breath deepens. Your heart warms. This is because the truest, deepest part of you understands your worth. Telling yourself a story of scarcity or disempowerment leaves you tight, small, and cramped. that tale goes against your expansive nature. You are part of the cosmos. You are limitless. Another false information somewhere along the lines that we've adopted. Many of us will say, well, that's not possible for me, or, I'm not smart enough for that, or I don't deserve that. Those are all rules of scarcity that you're putting on yourself. You've somewhere heard that, you've decided that, and it imprinted in your brain. Do you remember how I talk about negative comments, even how subtle they are, and they could be like, even amongst friends, we take those in for some reason, and they're the ones that get stamped in our head. Oftentimes when we get a wonderful comment, and I feel this too, and I'm trying to learn about this. When I get a wonderful comment, I glow in that moment, but then it's like I don't retain it. It's like I immediately, like minutes later, I'm going back to forgetting about that wonderful comment. Like, that's not what sticks in here. It's the less than, or you didn't do that, or you could have done better here. Instead of like filling our mind with all the wonderful, loving things that people have told us in the past. So when you hear a negative, or you say, I can't do that, or I shouldn't do that, or I'm not, our family doesn't do things like that because we're not fancy enough, whatever scarcity, negative label you've given yourself, it's a lie. Everybody has access to the same energy. It's up to you. And let me remind you, this is card 22. So the things you're dreaming, you have the power to make them into something. You can manifest. While we are very selective about the books we read and the stories we watch on film, we are far less selective about the stories we tell ourselves. Just kind of what I'm talking about. Wow. It's so true. Are they hurtful? Helpful? Take careful inventory of the stories you tell yourself right now. Your life is listening, and it will respond to your narrative. Gold. That's gold. Thank you, ANGI SULLINS, once again. Beautiful, precise, and inspiring. I gotta tell you, I know for myself, I definitely want to be telling myself a much different story. And I know I'm destined for a different story. I've already built a beautiful store, and I'm looking forward to whatever it is that the energies and the cosmos and my guides and creator is creating for me, because I know I've got a lot more adventures coming up. And the same for all of you. It's a matter of waking up in the morning and just knowing there are still so many adventures to be had. It's really up to us to have that bravery. Hi, Anita. So thank you for that. It is so true, right? Because we have so much negative chatter going on in here. And it's all things that we've been told, or we've adapted into ourselves. So I hope this year and going forward, you're going to be doing a lot of what I'm doing, which is stop the car. Anytime that I hear something that I don't like, it's not loving, and I'm going to tell myself, stop that, and give myself something that is the opposite of that. Stop that negative thinking and get that gerbil circuit, that the maze pattern that we've built with all this negative thought processing that we do, and start putting little stops so the gerbils now got to go this way. We just got to retrain our brains. And the more we do it, the easier it's going to become, and the quicker we're going to be able to identify when something isn't even meant to be our story, that we're limiting ourselves. I love that. Love that for all of us. 8 o'clock. That means we've got to get going with our astrology readings. But before we go on, I thought that I could share with you, I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to share my screen because a lot of you that are listening and have listened in the past probably sent a Christmas card to Mrs. Dancy. And I thought it would be nice for us to like just come full circle with that. I know I heard from a listener asking me what came out of all of that. So we are going to go with share screen, and I'm going to go find my Twitter. I'm going to share my Twitter. Oh, here she is. This is Mrs. Dancy. There she's holding a card, from Quebec. So they have received over 1,000 cards. So this post here was January 6th, was yesterday, and she's gotten 1,007 as of then. But when I scroll up here to even more recent, was right here. 3 hours ago, she posted this. 10 more cards arrived today in Mom's mailbox. I can't believe so many are still coming every day. You all are incredible. And card total now is 1,017. 8 cards from the U.S., 1 from England, and 1 from Canada. Yeah, I'm sorry for the wheezing, guys. It sounds, my asthma's bugging me, and I don't want to say my asthma. It's not mine, but I'm having some asthma side effects here. So where do we go? Where do we go? Oh, look at this. This is her on CBC Radio. I went to look for it because she did say that they did another, here we go. She says here that they went on Global News yesterday, January 6th, sharing an update on the good news segment for CTV Calgary News. I quickly went looking for it. I couldn't find it to show it because I thought we could play it on tonight's show. But even so, it's nice to find out what it looks like, what she looks like. And also, I'm a little scattered because there was a picture here where she was hanging all the cards, and I'm scrolling really quick. Oh, look at this. No, that can't be it. Is it? Oh. Well, there's a lot there, but I think that's not the right one. Oh, this is it. The homemade cards are making it onto the wall. Oh, the school even donated cards. Wow. Cards from Pennsylvania, Florida, Philly, North Carolina, Netherlands, Scotland are amongst the 45 cards that Mom received today. That was on the 23rd. Oh, here we go. These are pictures you can see here at her mom's place. All the cards. If you need to see, oh, David's bringing, Coke is good for, Coca-Cola is good for asthma. Thank you, honey. I don't drink a lot of pop, but it does really help me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I just wanted you to see and have some follow through from what we were doing. I know we sent a card and a scratch and win, and you're welcome to go and find, you know what, I'm going to put in the comments here how to find them on Twitter, and you can take a look yourself, and if you want, and to follow them. The Dancy family. I'm just going to put in brackets. Dancy family. And this is the X account address. If you type in at YEG, capital B for Bonnie, you'll be able to find her account there, and it's public, and you don't even have to subscribe. If you have a Twitter account, you can just simply go to that, and here it is in the comments for you, and you can go have a look. Okay, so I have a window open and it's like totally eating away at all the comments. So I'm sorry if I'm missing anything. Yeah, no, puppy isn't the problem. You know what I did be? Because I'm such a little girl who likes to have, here, we're going to remove this now. I have like a ritual. I'm in a tiny bedroom. The door's closed and I lit an incense. And I shouldn't have done that. I should have prepared the room earlier. This was a lot and I was kind of just kerfuffled with all the brand new space and getting everything set up. So I lit my incense in this little room and of course it's affecting me. Okay. So now we got that done. What else did I have on there? I want to show you guys something else. Have you heard about the new movie? I'm going to put this in the comments. Disclosure Day by Steven Spielberg. Wow. You know me and all that ET stuff and UFO stuff. Very, very much a part of me. And I thought it would be really cool if we watched the preview together for this new Steven Spielberg movie. It's going to be amazing. So here we go. I'm going to go share my screen again. Where do we go? I got to stop the screen and now share the screen. We're not inviting a guest. Share the screen. Share the screen. Disclosure Day. Okay, so we're going to jump to this one and I'm going to press play and I think we all should hear it.
If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you?
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is...
This is so creepy.
Today's...
I get chills. Oh my gosh.
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm gonna show you.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once.
People keep wondering, encountering the unknown. They're coming! They're coming! They are starved for the truth.
Do you think there could be others?
Why would he make such a vast universe? Yet save it only for us?
Bah. Summer of 2026. Now, I am wondering if I go to share, is it going to give me a link? Copy. I want to take this in and put it in the comments. Command V, and then anyone can go there later and have a look at it and watch it again if they want. So this is weird. So what happens is when I share my screen and we did it like to watch that video together, now it goes to like so small. I'm gonna go over here and go stop the screen. Now my picture even went smaller. And if I go big, it takes up the whole screen. And now I can't see anything. I can't control anything. I don't know what to do. Okay. I might have learned what to do. Okay. I was a little more calm this time. So I don't know. What do you think about that? There were so many ideas and things. Like, I feel like that clicking sound, wasn't that from the Mel Gibson movie where Phoenix, what's his name? And he wears the tinfoil hat that everybody likes to play. But I felt like the beings in that show, that movie as well, they did that clicking sound like that. I think that's not new. Some people get creeped out about that, and they're thinking like, they're wondering if that's like a legitimate sound that beings make. And from all the research I've done and the stories I've listened to, it's not that common, actually, that I've heard people describe that sound like that, because for the most part, the beings seem to be just speaking in your mind, like they are telepathically communicating with you. They don't make those sounds. Signs! Thank you, David. I knew it. I knew you were going to help me with that. And I can see a book in my mind, and I wish I could remember it, because when you see the eyeballs and then the iris got highlighted like that, that made me think of a book I've read, which was really cool. I'm going to have to put that in the show notes for you. I can't run into my library right now and go get it. Oh my gosh. It's a spin-off of a really, really well-known story that I can't waste too much time on here. But the whole part is like the beings from like an intelligence from another realm end up starting to take humanity over, and the way they do it is like they're like a bug, like, so they're just like a small little bug, and they go into the person like through the ear, if I remember correctly, and they are very, very sentient, like very smart, but they need our body in order to execute and do whatever they want to do, and which is like to take the resources and all the things that go into a really cool story like that. But I've just found that was such an interesting story about the only way that you knew was by looking at their eyes, and it would be a tell. There was a circle in their eyes as well, and that's how you knew if they had the virus or not. And of course, the whole goal was to save humanity and not be overtaken. It was really well done. It was more about like the experience people were having and like the fight for humanity, but also, which I loved about the book, I cannot forget, I'm going to write this down, because I don't think that book took off like it should have, because it was under the shadow of a very, very popular, like this author wrote a really, really popular, famous story. I think it was made into a movie. So this book came later, and I don't think it was appreciated the way it could have been appreciated, because I definitely enjoyed it. I'm just going to make a note here, book in notes. But I love to think about like how we think, what's our motivation. And so that book really dug into it. And I was looking at like you got two viewpoints. You got the being's viewpoint, the sentient being, that little insect, and what they thought and what their motivation is, and then the human side of things. So it was really cool to get both sides, and it kind of, you know, I hear this a lot with, for any of you that follow, you know, the idea of UFOs and extraterrestrials and other sentient beings out there, wherever they are, they may not have the same morality that we have, like the same ideas of what's right and what's wrong. And I think that would be really shocking. And I really believe that is the truth. Their motivation and is so different from ours. And so just going to drop that little tidbit there, like to consider. I don't think they're all benevolent. I don't think that they're all of good intent. And that's not to scare people and say that there's bad ones out there, but I do believe, just like the human population, there are good people in our population. There are other people that are not so good and are doing things that are hurtful towards us. And I feel like that's the same there. I could go down a whole rabbit hole about this. I'm going to stop, but I really feel like later on we're going to have conversations, because it's a part of me, and I live and breathe this every day. And so it's very close to my heart, this topic. Speaking of things that are close to my heart, I was thinking, are you guys curious about learning more about hypnotherapy? Like, I was thinking if you could send me questions, even in the comments or later on during the week on my Facebook pages, if you want to just type in questions that you have about hypnotherapy, I would love that, because I was trying to think of a way like a Q&A, and where someone could ask me a question and then I can answer it, because I know that people have a lot of questions about what actually happens in a hypnotherapy session. What is that gonna look like for me if I were to do one? And I feel like next week I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. So that's my next week's. Sorry if that you heard my paper there, but I'm just going to write that next week. It's just going to be answering questions, and also I'm just going to be talking about it. I'm going to start right from the beginning, what it's like when you book an appointment with me, and just step by step. And then some options about if you're curious about it, how to go about, where you don't, it's not that you have to like make a decision and be invested in that whole great big experience right off the bat. So that's what I want to talk about, is like I do these where it's just like I set aside a half hour and we get to see each other face to face, or maybe, you know, because you're going to be making a special trip into town, we'll just set up like a Zoom and we'll talk, get to know each other, see if we're compatible, see how you feel energetically. Does it feel good? Does it feel like a match? Those kinds of things. So that's the stuff that I want to talk about, because I think a lot of people have no clue and are a little bit anxious about it, and they want to know more about what a hypnotherapy session would be like and what could they expect from it. All right, so that'll be next week. I'm just putting that, and I don't want to forget, because I feel like we're going to end up just diving into our sun signs here shortly, and I'll be like racing the clock towards the end. Let me take a swig here. So starting last month, we started every month we get together and we just pick a spot in town, and it's an open invitation for anyone to come and join us just to have a fun dinner. It's nothing like organized or that there's going to be requirements. It's literally like the scene, like you're at a coffee shop and whoever shows up and grabs a chair, they're there. So I just wanted to let you know that we do have a date set, because it's Mr. Blake's birthday. So we've decided it is going to be, yes, January 20th. January 20th at Flavors 8 at 6 p.m. And this isn't about bringing birthday cards and doing all of that stuff. We just had to pick a date. And since we have a listener's birthday around that same time slot that we would be picking a day, we thought, why not just make it on Blake's birthday? And then Blake has a fun event to go to on his birthday. So it's a win-win for all of us. Right, Kat? Thanks. You're listening, girl. I love that. Yeah, so it's open invitation for anyone. you're responsible for your bill. But it's just a place where we can gather, and maybe listeners want to see each other and meet each other. And it's a safe, gathering where you can meet like-minded individuals like yourself that have the same, enjoy the same things possibly, right? You're obviously sharing this time, on Wednesdays with them, and you might have more in common. So for anyone that's looking for companionship or just, something to look forward to, once a month, we're going to just pick a restaurant in town, and it's an open invitation. So for January 20th, make sure you put that in your date book. Aw, Kat, that's so sweet. See, this is a beautiful message right here, and that needs to stay in my brain. That needs to stay there. January 20th, 6 o'clock. I'll see whomever I see. It's always fun. We usually laugh a lot, and I'm looking forward to seeing whomever is there. Maybe it'll just be our regular crew, but I have a feeling we're going to have some new people joining our table in January, so I'm excited about that. Maybe one day we're going to have to get like a room at a hotel where there's a big long table, and it'll be all of us happy people. Kathy, one day it's going to work out for you and you'll get to come, right? I know it's not for everyone that they can't all join in. You just let this creative girl go, and I'm going to keep coming up with fun, fantastic things that we can all do together and be more inclusive, and I will work on that. I love that David can run into your room. I know, right, B? This is crazy. Like, I guess I can't lift my laptop and show you, but I'm literally in the spare room, and just the idea that he's downstairs, and I don't know, this feels good. This feels right for me. And it's just, I said to David today when we sat in here, I said, wow, I can feel my home becoming my home. And I know many of you know, because I say it over and over, I haven't even finished unpacking. I broke a frame today because I had to move a stack of pictures that I haven't even put on the wall yet. And I just said to David, having this little makeshift studio here in this room, all of a sudden I feel like I'm rooting in here. And this is where I'm supposed to be. So this year, 2026, is going to be big for me. And I'm sure it's going to be big for all of you. I think we got everything discussed. I've got all my notes here. We did this. Talk about the weather. We have been like in a deep freeze. For anyone that's listening out of town, it has been so effing cold. So cold. And it snowed every day. It did not stop. We have snowbanks. I know there's pictures. We haven't beat any records. But it has been a while since we have had snow consistently every day. People were over it. It was so funny. They would come into the store and it's snow. And it's Christmas, right? People are out shopping and doing the things they have to do to get ready for the season. And they're just so pissy about it because it's so yucky out there. For most people, it just, it affects the roads. It affects so much stuff. But now it's warmed up. So it's so nice. I could see my sidewalk in front of the store. David has been doing a fabulous job of keeping our sidewalks cleared. It's so nice. And it's kind of slushy when you walk around because we're getting right down to it. It's been that warm. It's supposed to stay warm too for quite a while. What did I write here? I thought I wrote something down about the weather. I guess I didn't somewhere. But yeah, I think Friday they were calling for maybe some snow. I'll take this time without any snow. Even sitting at home here on my break, I would look out the window, snowing again. And it's been really hard for the small vehicles. Like there was one vehicle, she was turned around sideways on the road, high, and she was like high centered on the middle rut. So she couldn't get out. Like, she held up the traffic in like in a really busy spot in town. And I just felt so bad, you know. Lots of people were coming to help her. And that's the nice thing about our community. We've got people that are able and ready to help. So it was nice to see. We thought one more is just going to add too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. So we let them to do it. But I feel really bad for people that are driving smaller little vehicles. Like Dave's got a small car. And like I drove his car to go get Ben the last couple days. And I was like scraping the middle lane underneath the car. I can see why people would be scared and nervous driving. And so I'm driving slow, and I'm sure lots of people are driving slow. And you know what? That's okay. That again, you know, I mean, it's a kind of a different way and perspective of looking at it. But instead of being worried about the other drivers on the road, about how they would feel about you driving a little slower, let me just tell you, fuck them. Look after yourself. Be safe out there and take the time you need to execute the stop, to execute that corner you need to go around. Everybody's safe, like everybody's comfort and how they're going to feel about you, and if they're going to get pissy about you, that shouldn't matter. That's what I'm trying to say. Who are you dishonoring when you decide to speed up because some jerk is tailgating you because he feels like you should be going quicker? This is just a good example of you not honoring the worth of you. You're super important. You're very special. And if you need to slow down to take that corner and to feel safe, then honor yourself. Slow down and take that corner. You're important. He's not that important. He's important on a different level, but you've forgotten about yourself and the importance of looking after you. Somewhere along the line, you've told yourself it's not important to look after me. I'll make sure everybody else is happy. Do you know what I mean? Corey, she says, I was shocked at how much snow you had when I was there. I saw the shock. When you got here. We were not exaggerating. It was so much. Even today when we're pulling out the driveway to go to the store, I just had to look at the bank on our driveway, like going up onto our lawn, and it's crazy. I saw my cousin, Danny, and he was doing something that, oh my God, I've forgotten how much fun it was. They were building snow forts because it was just so huge, the big piles of snow out there. So he was out there with his young children, and they were building a snow fort. Super cool that Dad was there building it. And this will take you back to a flashback, right? I remember making these forts. You get into that igloo of snow, and then all of a sudden you're like, and we're going to make a room over here. This is the kitchen. I sit over here. This is my bench. I started getting flooded with all the memories of these elaborate snow forts you used to build. You were so proud. You would be working your butt off in those forts. And are like, just, oh my gosh. I mean, you'd be so warm. You would be taking your hood off and you'd be unzipping your jacket, and you'd just be in your snow pants so your knees didn't get wet. And you're just shoveling and carving out room. You're going to build a mansion. That's what you're thinking in your mind. At least I was. I had big dreams. And it didn't matter that the snow was going to melt, which is really strange, isn't it? I'm just thinking out loud. Isn't it strange that we were willing to expel that much energy and creativity into something that we knew wasn't going to last? And yet we loved it. You'd wake up in the morning and you'd be like, I'm going to go back to my fort. Or, you'd be on the bus, getting ready to go on the bus to school because we lived out of town. And you'd be thinking, as soon as I get off that bus, I'm going back to my fort and I'm going to keep working on it. And I don't know why we're going into this, but someone needed to hear this. I just want you to know this was another thing that came to me over the break, and someone needs to hear this. I definitely need to be reminded about this. Let's do things just for the love of it. I think that for so long, at least myself, it's like anything that you want to do, that you're excited to do, oftentimes it comes with a little attachment and it says, well, is that going to be productive? What are you going to get out of that? Can you sell that? What about it heals your heart? It makes you happy. That's important. That's productive. Because when we're happy and we're feeding that creativity, we all of a sudden have so much more expansiveness, openness for those around us. We're so joyful. You notice when you're doing things that you absolutely love, you have so much more patience for everyone around you. Those little things, they don't bother you the way that they would when you're just go, 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 and you're doing everything because it means something and there's like something attached to it. Do things just for the love of it, because that's super important to your mental health, and it's important for, I believe, your connection to the spirit, to the ethers, to those that created this world that we live in. So I want to give you, it's an okay if you want to go get the markers out and you want to doodle in a book. That's okay. That's part of living a very healthy life. I can tell you're probably coloring and using those markers. Next thing you know, you're feeling creative and you're like, I'm going to grab this other color and I want to do this with this color. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's following your bliss and doing things that are healthy for you, because you're worth it and you're important. All right, enough talk. Let's do it. Let's get my astrology calendar out. Here we go. She's upside down. Ooh, look at that. This is the 2026 Llewellyn astrology calendar. We're ready to go. The links will be underneath show notes if you want to get your own calendar. I don't know if I have any left. I did have some. I can probably get some more in if someone wants me to. I do have a little order that I'm trying to put through right now. So let me know if there's anyone who wants their own calendar. But we're going to go straight into reading everybody's sun signs. Are you ready? Got your popcorn? You're all settled in? Look at this image. Ooh, that is some powerful imagery. She reminds me of some people I know. So, January's Capricorn. Here we go. First sun sign is Aries. Happy New Year, Aries. You have the drive to take on the world, but inspiration might be elusive. When creativity falters, lean into activities that ignite your creative fire. That's where you'll find the spark you need to get things done. Wow. See? Lean into activities that ignite your creative fire. We were just talking about that. Grabbing those markers, grabbing those pastels, grabbing the needles. Do whatever it is that you do. Grab your scrolling tool for woodworking. It doesn't matter that in this practical world that it doesn't have like someone isn't buying it, or who am I making this? You're making it for you. You're making it for you. So Aries, your favorable days are the 4th and the 5th. You already had them. Oh my God, I hope they were amazing. Because we're already on the 7th and that's it, Aries. These were your biggest days, the 4th and the 5th. where you must have really felt the spark of creativity igniting you. Your demanding days are 3 days in a row, 16, 17, and 18. Those are the days when you're going to feel a little bit like stagnant, and that's when you need to just back off, go do something you love. Go swim laps. Maybe you love to just get in that pool and swim the lengths. Get out of your head is what we need you to do. Taurus is the next sign. Welcome to the new year, Taurus. You're in a prime position to accomplish a lot this month. Embrace the work and practical opportunities coming into your life. With heightened focus and determination, make the most of this productive energy while it lasts. Oh, it sounds like you're in a spurt right now. Things are like going for you. They're accelerated. That's wonderful. So you are just in the middle of it. You have 3 favorable days this month, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. So tomorrow's going to be as well. So you're going to feel like you're knocking them. You're checking off all those boxes and things are accelerated. You're getting things done. I love this. And your demanding days are the 19th and the 20th. So it seems like you're going to feel like you're stagnant a bit on those days, and just know that you need days of rest too. So don't get frustrated with those days. Embrace and know how much. Use those days maybe to just write a note in your diary or your journal reflecting on all the things you've accomplished. And I guarantee you, before you're done, you'll look at that and go, wow, I have done a lot. I could use this day of rest. Okay, Gemini. Happy 2026, Gemini. Start strong with a list of goals. Your mental clarity may ebb and flow, so ride the waves instead of resisting. Track the moon, fire signs for inspiration. Ooh, this is important for you. You're getting a lot of information, Gemini. Fire signs for inspiration, air signs to fuel your brilliance. This will help you adapt and thrive. Wow, good for you. I love that. I love what they're trying to say here is you can't always be foot down to the floor, full acceleration forward. Life flows. It ebbs and it flows. And everything is ebbing and flowing exactly the way it needs to ebb and flow for your highest and greatest good. So embrace the highs and embrace the lows too. Know that they are meant for you. Your favorable days, Gemini, are the 9th and the 10th. And you've got some demanding days, 2 of them, the 21st and the 22nd. Oh, good. It won't happen on January 20th when we're all getting together for lunch or supper. All right, let's read for Cancer. Okay, Cancer, it's a new year. After a whirlwind holiday season, it's time to get grounded and find balance. Nurture yourself while caring for others. Take breaks when you need them, but remember to re-engage with the world once you've rested. I kind of feel like that could be for me. I'm not Gemini, but tonight is re-engaging with the world. I'm coming out. Oh my gosh, I've been like hiding. So Cancer, you've got great days and they're just around the corner for you coming up, the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. Those will be days where you're really going to feel like you've caught your breath. You're feeling more energized. And just know that that is an ebb and a flow as well, right? So you've got demanding days, the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th. Just know that you're going to feel like there's not so much gas in your tank. And again, just like Gemini, just allow those ebbs and flows to happen, right? Cancer, Wonderful. Okay, so Leo. Oh, this is David. Leo. The year 2026 is here, Leo. While excitement may seem elusive, use the vibes you've got. Focus on tweaking existing systems. Ooh. This will prepare you for next month, which brings serious clarity, allowing you to objectively evaluate your progress on goals and projects. Oh my gosh. There's no mystery there. David's part of me, part of my life. Goals and projects. That's definitely what's in our plans here. We've got a lot of goals and projects happening. So your good days, Leo, are the 14th and the 15th. You're going to be really feeling it, like things are vibing, things are going well for you. And the days where you're going to feel like you're kind of pushing up against a wall and you're getting resistance, the 26th and the 27th. Just 2 days. And those are days because things aren't aligned exactly the way they need to be aligned for your highest and greatest good. Right? So just allow those days to be what they are, and you can quietly in the background, because you're on pause, be thinking about all those wonderful things you're bringing into manifestation. Just start making more notes about things that you don't want to forget, things that you want to happen in your life. I had scribblers and scribblers when I made the decision to open the store. For years, I had these scribblers, and I would just, every time that I had a delay or a disappointment in the timeline and I felt like I was so ready, one of the ways that I would be able to get through that was writing in my scribbler. I'd be like, all right, well, I'm just going to keep putting things and ideas down. And I cannot emphasize enough how useful those scribblers were. I so many times I had them labeled different categories, and I would just grab one and I knew like, oh yeah, there was something in here. And I was so grateful for those scribblers, because oftentimes when something that you're dreaming of creating or building, and I'm really swirling here, so this is important for someone that's listening. When the time comes, it's going to be super fast. It's going to happen where you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening right now. Like, I thought I had more time. Even though you wanted it to be ready like 2 years ago, but now it's happening and it's accelerated. You're going to have that baseline to go back to. And because it is going to be a lot. It is going to be a lot. And you're going to be required to make decisions on the spot. So however you do notes, journaling, use your phone and just go into it digitally and do that. I just want to encourage you to write all those beautiful ideas and inspirations, because you are going to want them, and some of them will be lost. I mean, it's for your highest and greatest good, whatever you do remember, but they are being given to you. All right. Virgo. The new year kicks off with a focus on structure. It's time to refine and organize the messy bits of your life. As planets shift into Aquarius by month's end, stay adaptable. Fresh ideas and new perspectives will come from where you least expect to inspire progress. It sounds like things that have been stagnant for a while are going to start to be moving forward for you. I love this. Virgo, you got 3 great days coming for you, and not too long from now, 16th, the 17th, and the 18th. Those are going to be great days for you. Those are going to be great days where you're going to feel like you kind of can see your life and the things and the goals that you're working towards from like a bird's eye view, and you're going to be able to coordinate and organize. So I love that for you. Your demanding days, well, you had one already on the 1st, so good for you. That's finished and done with. And the 28th and the 29th. So at the very end of January, you are going to feel like there's a bit of like, you're going to be asked to be more flexible. And you may say, well, that's not how I do things. And I just want to encourage you to maybe on those days, give yourself like a pause and say, would it hurt though if I did it that other way? That's what I want you to get out of that, Virgo. Oh, I feel like for some people, this could be very cathartic. Okay, Libra. As 2026 rolls in, Libra, focus on your desire to take action and wait until next month to deal with ongoing conflicts. Ooh, Libra, that you're being told very clearly it's not time to mend the fences yet. If you feel you're being pushed to your limits, you're more capable than you think. Take the bold steps needed to move forward. You've got this. I love that. That's kind of like Sophie coming into our lives. I was thinking, I don't know, do I have the oomph in me to have a new puppy in our lives? And yet I'm so happy she's in our lives. And I do have the oomph, and I'm realizing, you know, when she's cuddled and sleeping, nestled right here in on my neck, she's reminding me of how really you always have room. You always have room to take something on new. There's always room. As long as it's something you want, of course. Okay, so there we go. Libra, your favorable days are the 19th and the 20th. You're going to really feel like you're empowered on those days. Those are the days where you were like, you know how you get those feelings where like, I was made for this. Like all of my past makes sense for these moments. And then you've got some demanding days. You've already done 2 of them, the 2nd and the 3rd. So yippee. You got the 30th and the 31st left for you. And just again, this is an opportunity for you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Stretch that comfort zone a little bit, because you have an opportunity to add more tools to your tool belt if you do. Scorpio, happiest new year, Scorpio. You're ready to hit the ground running, and not much is going to get in your way this month. Wow, that's awesome. Be kind to yourself and avoid making things harder than they need to be. Trust your process and success will follow. This is amazing, Scorpio. You're going to have a great month. You've got good days on the 21st and 22nd where you're going to feel like your foot is all the way down to the floor and you're moving forward and accelerated. It's like the world is conspiring to bring everything you want or desire into being for you. Those are going to be amazing days. I can really feel the energy for you, Scorpio. You've got some tough days and you already had them, the 4th and the 5th. So I just want to say embrace this, because this isn't the way life is all the time, but you're in a sweet place right now. And that is so amazing for you. Sagittarius. Oh, here we go. I want to know what it is for me. The year 2026 starts with a whisper of pragmatism. Focus on planning for the year ahead and setting up the system you'll need to move forward on your glorious path. Lay the groundwork now, and your future adventures will thrive. Oh my gosh, that sounds exactly like what needs to happen. I definitely feel that. It's funny because Leo, my husband, we're also about like systems and tweaking systems. That was in Leo. So that's super cool. That's kind of what I feel like is very accurate for us. We're definitely really got to get our game plan together and no more laxy-daisy, and I need to have a system in place. So I totally agree with this. Any other Saggies out there? You've got a lot of things to execute this year. And with that, you need order and you need structure so you can get to the end. Because I like to go off and check out other things, and well, this is more fun to do, so I'm going to do this today. I can't do that I can't do that right now. So favorable days for Sagittarius in January will be the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th. Your demanding days are 6, 7, and 8. So we're right in it right now. I'm in the middle of my demanding days. And I can kind of feel it. But I'm okay. As you see me, I'm okay. But I do feel it. Like I've been like, where's my pep? Where's my energy? I'm showing it to you right now, but that's because I love you all and this is fun for me. But I have been feeling a little bit like, where's my inspiration? I need to find more of it. But I think it's just because my tank is still getting refilled. And the great news is Dave's home because now he's on his days off. So that is exciting. I love spending time with David. We're best friends. So we get a lot done. We get to have our coffees together. So for me, I feel like things are going to really pick up. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Everything's coming up, Capricorn, to kick off 2026. Wow. You're set up for productivity and success, but don't rush. Ensure your foundations are solid and remember to take breaths and breaks. Rest when needed instead of pushing until you're exhausted, and you'll have greater success overall. I love that. So your favorable days are the 26th and the 27th. Capricorn, just don't, I don't want to say just don't. I want you to just be aware when you're pushing. Because just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. There's always tomorrow. And I want you to, I'm really feeling it. I want you to be aware of everybody else in this vision of yours, this productivity project of yours. There's other human souls involved and they all want you to win it as well. But it's really important to be sensitive to them. And I want you to know and start to feel it when you're pushing everyone a little bit more than you need to. It's going to get done, but maybe it'll get finished tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? You're going to have that moment where you're looking around and going, you know what, guys? Thanks for everything you've done. Let's call it a day. And that will go so far with the people that are with you that want you to win it. Oh, B Scorpio. All right, so your demanding days are the 9th and the 10th, Capricorn. So they're like in a few days coming up. So those will be the days when I think you just, I want to just encourage you to be a little more aware of all the people around you that are on your team. Aquarius. Thank you for your patience, Aquarius. We are there. The year 2026 brings potential transformation. Aquarius, the weeks leading up to your birthday may feel slow, but use this time to create a practical plan. There's a lot, like there's a common thread this year, which is like strategizing, fine-tuning that plan. I love this. Decide what to move forward with and ditch the dead weight to make room for new beginnings. Wow. So this is the thing, right? Be open to ditching something. Just because you told a whole room full of people, I am going to do this, and I'm so excited about it. Maybe now you've decided, I don't want to do this. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't have the same energy anymore. You don't know the ripple effect that you making that announcement had. I'm just throwing out plausibilities. Someone in the audience was thinking, I wanted to do that. And now I can't because she's doing it. That again is the world doesn't have enough to go around for everyone. But what I'm saying is maybe it's not your dream anymore. And that's okay. We are always changing and evolving. And every day, different things are going to make us feel fulfilled because as we're growing and maturing, We're not going to like the same things we liked in kindergarten, is what I'm saying. So give yourself room and permission to change. You've got some demanding days on the 11th, 12th, and 13th. And I think those are going to be the days where you're going to struggle with what to let go. You're going to feel like it's ending, like you want to let it go. You want to finish it. And I'm going to encourage you to honor yourself. If you want to let it go, you don't want to be doing it anymore, it doesn't thrill you the same way it did when you originally decided to do it, then let it go. Be the savior your little person needs. Remember you. You're so important. Pisces. All right, this is the last sun sign for our January forecast. Happy 2026, Pisces. Most of the month has a serious vibe, perfect for tackling practical tasks. But when reality feels too heavy, make sure to take time for daydreaming. Let your imagination fly free so you can balance work with your favorite creative escapes. And I just keep feeling that. I want you to paint. I want you to draw. I want you to grab the markers or those crayons, whatever makes your heart happy, because you do need those breaks. They are very valuable for you. So favorable days. You've already had a few, but you've got still more to go. The 2nd and the 3rd were very favorable for you, Pisces, but you have the 30th and the 31st still coming up. So it sounds like you're really everybody is really working towards a year of making things happen. These projects are going to be taking off. I think their structure seems to be a common thread as well, and strategizing. So before I finish up, Pisces, I don't want to forget, your demanding days are the 14th and the 15th. And those are the days, just like other signs, where I want you to embrace the idea that not every day is a racing day. I love that. That just came to me. Not every day is a racing day. Some days are meant to be just that. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to do the things I like to do. And even though they're not necessary, they're necessary for me, for my happiness. How are we doing? Oh my God, 8:58. We did it, guys. I did it. I thought for sure I was going to run out of time, and we did it. Now let me see. Anybody curious about my Dear Claudette letters? I'm still looking for them. I have those mailboxes outside of the store at my exit door. Please drop me a note. Maybe you have a question. I'd love to get a Dear Claudette letter. I also have a mailing address for you. There we go. So I'm going to leave that on the screen as I talk for a little bit more, but feel free to send me a letter. You could type it up. You can make it anonymous. Just throw a stamp on it and I will get that letter and I'll read it online. Now, because I once got a letter and I didn't read it ahead of time, I will read it ahead of time, just in case there's anything sensitive in there that is more private. And we'll decide what is safe to put out there out of respect for you, so that we can get a Dear Claudette letter where everybody can share in the experience. Because I can guarantee you, if you're curious about it or you have questions about something in your life, I guarantee you other people are curious about it too, or are struggling with something. So don't feel like it's not important, or Claudette doesn't need or want to hear that. I want to hear it all. It could be simple stuff. So just send me a letter and then we'll talk about it online. It'll be so much fun right here live. There are my listeners that absolutely love the code. They must know what the code is. And I don't want to forget that. So here we go. We're going to take some things off. I created the new code for this week. So starting, because I don't go back to the store until the 11th, so I'm going to honor that from the 11th up through till Wednesday's show. The code is going to be Guard Change 26. Guard Change 26. I just kept hearing in my head, change of guard. It's time to change. It's like we're changing gears. We're going a different direction. I just love this. So in embracing that new theme for everyone, because I know we're all going into new things. It's January. Of course, we're thinking and conspiring and dreaming. Oh, thanks, Kat. I appreciate you saying that. I really appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. Oh, Heather, I love that too. Thank you. Thanks for your love, you guys. Oh, and there's B. Here we go. We did it. We've got all our sun signs for this month. Next month, I'm going to talk a little bit about hypnotherapy, and we'll just see where it goes. I'll probably pull some cards because I know you guys have been so patient waiting, and you love the card pulls. I love doing them. And I'd like to get back into it. So next Wednesday, I'm going to answer your questions. Don't forget, that could be a Dear Claudette. Post questions in the comments below because they're going to show up on the platforms. And I will make sure to review everything so that I can address your questions. And if for some reason I've missed one of your questions about hypnotherapy, just don't be shy. Throw them in the comments next Wednesday and I'll be happy to answer them. I have a feeling I'm going to, just because I love and I'm very passionate about hypnotherapy, I will get on some tangents and start going and talking. I also think that I'm going to start talking about different people's experiences. It'll be, you won't know who they are, but some incredible sessions. I've been doing this now for quite a long time, and I have been privy and honored to be alongside souls, beautiful souls that Creator created you with an incredibly important life. And I get to be there on a soul level to remind you of things that you want to be reminded of, and to witness a soul's progression. It's incredibly amazing, and it's such an honor. All right, I want to wish everybody a wonderful week, and I've missed you, and I'm so glad we're all back together again every Wednesday starting at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. Be sure to like and subscribe the YouTube channel if you can. I would love it. We're nowhere near making money, but we got to start somewhere. And once I'm not at the store anymore, that's going to be really important to help me pay the bills. So I'm looking forward to seeing all your love and support. You think you've got a friend that might enjoy the show? I would love for you to share that with them. Let them know. And as Blake says, I'm going to love you and leave you. We'll see you next week. Let me go find my beautiful music because it's so inspiring. It's a great way to say goodbye to everyone. And see you next week. Here we go. Got to find the right spot and play my song.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone. When everything feels dark around, just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone. When everything feels dark around, just look inside where light is found.